things like that are things that work against players that just follow a pattern. But in this particular case, it's Bly who's following a pattern as well with the Roach Warrens. And again, I don't think that it's going to change for this map. However, the positions do favor Bly in some ways. At least, they're not super close, which is... Actually, that might be good for Bly too, because he really likes the roaches super close. But yeah, it's going to be cross positions. And on the bottom right-hand side of the map, it is CM Storm's Polt.
And in the top left position of Central Protocol, it is the Red Zerg player. He is on fire, but not really. It is Bly.
Almost extinguished.
Yeah, almost. He's like a
fickle flame.
Fickle flame. Now, it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, Polt's a very standard player. He's going for that 16 rack, 16 gas, so he probably won't be throwing down another Barracks or a Reaper. I can't assume so. But it is such a great map for Reapers where Bly's got to take into account that maybe he will go for that Mass Reaper style. But as we see that, we see a second rack coming down from Polt. He's probably just going to go into the 2 racks, because with the 2 racks, you're able to get a quicker command center, of course.
No, there's an SE queued up, so it looks like a third racks. And the barracks positioning of the second racks kind of gave that away to some extent, I suppose.
Like a half walls off.
Yeah, and I don't know. He's not gonna go 4 racks, right? That's just a supply depot. Does the supply depot finish the wall off there?
I think so. This map is really weird to wall off. Like this map in Prion Terrace.
Yeah, Prion Terrace is
really wonky.
It is indeed. They're kind of strange.
But yeah, see the rally points of Polt. He already is like crossing his fingers, hoping that the rally point is straight across to the left of him, but obviously it's not. It's cross spawn, so it's actually the worst possible positions for Mass Reapers.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I don't particularly like this by Polt just simply because Bly opens with Roach Warren to follow up the spawning pool almost every game so far. And again, I'd be very surprised if we didn't see a Roach Warren in 3, 2, 1. No Roach Warren whatsoever, so I am very surprised indeed. And Link Speed actually going by Bly. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And he's continuing to mine gas.
I mean, Roach Warren is what counters Mass Reapers, at least in my experience. Bly might know something that I don't. Link Speed is not necessarily bad, especially as early as he got it, but he needs to get us around, and that's a little bit of a gamble, especially against a player of Polt's caliber.
Yeah.
Bly made already 6 Zerglings and still no Roach Warren in production, so that surprises me a little bit. Even if he gets a Roach Warren now, and even if Polt is not able to break or kill Bly with this attack, he will be, I think, in a pretty good position. Wow!
Super quick layer.
Wow!
So he's really confident that he can defend against this, but I gotta assume that he thought that Polt was just gonna go Reaper expand.
Yeah.
And now he's probably like, uh-oh.
I mean, the second Reaper already showed up, so that's already a tell in itself.
Like, this is gonna be really hard for Bly to hold.
Yeah, now he's making a Roach Warren pretty late, I gotta say, so it's looking extremely grim for Bly, and another drone bites the dust, and another one will. Not really, but yeah, this is just looking very grim. And he cancels the lair, by the way. He sees that he's not going to be able to hold this as easily as he perhaps anticipated. Link Speed will be done in a second. So if he can get us around onto Polt's Reapers, and I don't think that Polt has necessarily seen the Link Speed yet, then he will stand a chance to win this game. This is not enough Links to contest Polt's Reapers, so this is a little bit risky by Bly, and Polt's just going to do a drive-by with the Reapers and head on to another cliff where he can potentially just start jumping down and out.
Yeah, Polt did lose, I think, his 4th Reaper. Those first 5 Reapers, you really can't lose them. Like, if you lose them, they don't really have the snowballing effect.
He has to be so careful going through that choke there, because that's where Bly could get us around it.
Especially with these roaches coming in.
Yeah, and the creep spread already going for Bly as well. Polt has to be really careful here. But he is in a fantastic position, already picking off a lot more than he might have expected to pick off, and forcing out so many links that could have been drones instead, had Bly just opened the way that he was opening every other game.
Yeah, and we see from the follow-up from Polt, he is going to go into the triple command center. He's adding on the add-ons to his barracks. He's probably going to go, I see a lot of people go 5 racks. We'll see if he adds on those additional barracks, but he has to go home now because the Zerglings are gnawing away at those depots and barracks. Yeah, so that is a complete wall off. So weird. Such a weird wall off.
Indeed.
But, yeah. Bly right now, I'm not sure what he can actually do besides just power up and go for like a Roach Ling all in. He's getting Evo Chamber. What would you make of this?
I mean, he's obviously going to try to drop the Lings into Polt's main base. And I'm not sure how well that's going to work. He's just going to rely on the Roaches for defense for the time being. But if he was going to do this, I might have preferred if he didn't reveal the Lings at all. Now the Overlord's being morphed, and the Lings will be elevated in. However, this command center from Polt is going to spot the Lings being dropped. So Bly is going to have a little bit harder of a time than he might have expected to have in reinforcing this Lings. However,
Really
Polt
nice.
might be preoccupied here with his Roaches. And this is a good thing for Bly because Polt's looking away. And unfortunately for Bly, he starts attacking the command center, and that's going to give Polt a big heads up.
Polt only has 4 Marines and 1 Marauder right now in his main base to actually defend against this Lings. So if Bly gets a full wraparound, it'll be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a lot more Marines than 4 though, so that's going to be an issue for him. Picking off as many SCVs as he can. Polt needs to unengage or disengage with those SCVs.
Yeah, he has triple orbital command though, so it's three mules is pretty powerful. It gives you a huge income spike. So I guess he was just thinking like, you're on 2 base potentially, and I have 3 orbital commands. Polt's in a really good position at this point, and he still has the Reapers on the map. So in order for Bly to get across the map with the Roaches, would put him out of position for the Reaper cannon attack.
Yeah, with the Lings out of the equation. No cancel on that. But yeah, with the Lings out of the equation, the Reapers are going to have no real reason to be concerned and continue to deny that third base. Bly in a world of trouble right now.
Yeah, and I think with these first 2 medevacs that come out, that Polt's just going to... I mean, he's playing pretty greedy. I mean, not greedy, but he's playing like... He's going for double eBay. I don't think he needs to do this, because I think the first 2 medevacs, when they drop the Marines in a base of Bly, they're just going to kill everything. Like, Bly's army is pretty, not pathetic, but, I mean, it's a couple Roaches and a couple Zerglings. And I think maybe... What would you do? Maybe Nidus?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Right now, Bly has 4 couples of Roaches and a Ravager moving over to his third. So this is actually good news because the medevacs are not here yet. But he decides not to go for the trade. A decent corrosive pile could have been hit there. But if Bly can engage this army before the medevacs are here, that might be his best chance. And this is a little bit risky by Polt. Risking an army like this could be how he gets behind in this game. But now the medevacs are here, and it's a little bit late for Bly to start engaging this. But yeah, Polt's just going to kite back the Roaches and try to engage with the Reapers on the other end of things, but he's not going to be successful at that. However, the 9 in this base is more than a win, more than Polt was, needed or expected from this probably. So,
and he still has the Reapers alive.
Yeah, Polt's just continuing to dominate this game, just clean from start to finish. Really, a really clean series so far for Polt. I don't know what Bly can do from this position. The supplies are close, but that's so deceiving. And Bly finally pushes those 2 medevacs back. He still has pretty good creep spread. The biggest problem is the lack of a third. It's gotten denied twice now, and Polt has had a third command center for a while, which has translated into an SCV advantage and a quicker third, which is never good news for Zerg because Terran has mules on top of that.
I mean, if Bly is going to come... He is getting Tunneling Claws and Burrows, so
like
if there's any way for him to come back, this is going to be it.
I like that. I mean, the Zerg has some combat mechanics. Combat mechanic units are units that can have a large impact and be more cost efficient than normal. Say, so if you get lucky, if you do something good. For example, burrowed Roaches could catch tanks or reinforcements, or even burrow under an army that's not ready to engage. Also, burrowed banelings can be a good comeback mechanic. Infestors, for the same reason, if you get a really good fungal that could bring you back into the game right now.
Pretty healthy Roach number right there.
I don't mind this at all, by the way. Bly is going to go for a counterattack. Polt raising the depot just in time. Bly focusing it down, and he's going to go for the base trade. I think that this is the right call for Bly, but the burrow and the tunneling clause is not yet done. If this army by Bly is whittled down, and it looks like it will be, this might be just lights out before he even gets that burrow into play. Evacuating some drones, 1 Ravager is going to have to get a God Corrosive Pile, but even then that wouldn't be enough. And Polt looks to be trying to just close out this game as he has defended on his side of the map at the same time.
Yeah, it was just really unfortunate from Bly because he went for that super quick layer, just assuming that Polt would just go 1 Reaper.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, it's this map.
Yeah, it's this map, but he, like, as we were just saying before the game
Yeah,
started,
so
that
yeah,
Polt is a standard player. Like, he does do that kind of stuff. Like, he'll,
that is true. So, but still, like, it's
It's
kind of
this
strange
map,
that
it's
Bly
like-
would
it's
choose
like-
this map to not go roaches. Where he did go roaches.
But maybe
on
he just
maps where
assumed
this-
that
this
most
strategy is less common.
Terrans will just assume that Bly will go the quick roach. So it's like the mind games are just insane.